This morning's pour is going to be a school-related one. This is a dry erase marker eraser. You can see it's just made out of foam, and it's got this piece of material which is washable. And when I got back into my classroom earlier this week, and I was looking at one of these, I thought, you know what, I bet you I could cast that in aluminum. It looks like it's drafted, which would make sense because this would have come out of a mold. And I was thinking that if I made one out of aluminum, I would have a dry erase marker eraser that would last the rest of my career, which at this point, assuming all goes well, God willing, be 8 years. One of the problems with these styrofoam erasers is that there is a tendency for them to wear out, and they wear out not necessarily through use by the erasing surface, but by gripping these. Particularly if there's any bit of frustration, which sometimes happens in the classroom. Might be able to, it's quite possible to grab this a little bit harder than one might intend to, and then start leaving fingerprints and thumbprints in there. With an aluminum one, I wouldn't have to worry about that. All right, first thing we're going to need to do, though, is take off this fabric. And what I'll do is, when this is finished, I'll mount magnets on the back, and then it can stick to the whiteboard. Mine, anyway, is magnetic. That should cast just fine without any problems at all. And then I'll just glue this over the top of the magnets to the back of the aluminum. All right, let's give this a shot. All right, that seems to want to break cleanly, but I am a bit concerned that my sand may be a little bit too dry. Now, the sand most certainly seems drier than when what I normally use. My big concern right now is I'm getting ready to cut my sprue and vents, that a good chunk is going to fall out of the top of this, or the bottom, but there'll be a lot of sand left on the board, and we'll see. Yeah, that pushed right through. Yeah. Yep, there it is. That's what I feared. Dang it. This is disappointing. Well, I've pressed on with things like this before. I should have known. I've gone so long without casting that sand might have dried out. I should have hit it with should have spray bottled it last night. Should have double checked. I think I'm going to give it a try anyway. I just had an additional pour I wanted to do that I won't do. I'll just make a quick mold to pour some extra, and then only do half of what I was thinking about doing. Nope. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's a fail. Well, I still want to see how the repair on the furnace went. So I'm still going to melt some metal, and I'll pour a couple of ingots, a couple of bars. I'll try the dry erase board eraser later. All right, let me make a mold of some ingots and bars. About halfway through this bottom side, it occurred to me that I was wasting my time and energy and wear and tear on this project, because there's going to be stuff here on the back, on the bottom. No one is going to see it. All right, so what do we got here? What have we got here? A couple of things that I noticed. One, it's not completely flat across here where my gate was. And I think with my hacksaw, even though I was following the line on the back here, what I didn't notice is that it kind of curves right here. And it curves right there because I've got some shrinkage that took place, excuse me, through here. So it's not flat across the bottom like the original is. I don't think that's going to matter. I'm going to put 3 of those disk drive, hard drive magnets, one on each end and one across the middle there. And I think if I can always shim it up somehow, some way to make it level through there, so that shrinkage isn't going to make a difference. But from the top, it looks pretty darn good. I was toying around with the idea of giving it my normal polish job. However, I decided not to do that because I'm going to be handling this, and it's going to be a functional dry erase board eraser, and I'm going to have my hands on it all the time, so I don't see any reason to make this super shiny. I can see kind of a difference in the reflection, in the shine right there, so I might go back over there real quick, but I'll do that off camera. Next thing will be putting those magnets on. All right, I was able to pry off 3 magnets. Here's the pile that I have, and I think I've got another pile stashed somewhere else, so I've got lots of these guys. Love this JB weld, though as you can see, it is a little messy. Now, I've got 3 spread out in case it turns out that these do not hold the way I expect them to. I'll be able to add a couple more. I've had pretty good luck with these hard drive magnets. Now that one got on a little thick. Now these little tiny ones, and I don't know if it was in this last video when I was getting ready to light the furnace. This Vader had slipped off. So these little tiny magnets that I bought that I thought were going to be perfect for my Idaho kitchen magnets didn't work exactly the way I was hoping they would. And that one got a little messy too. Usually I'm not so messy with the JB weld. Usually I can do this without causing too much of an issue. Not today. Kind of reminiscent though of this whole project where I Alright, it's not Elmer's glue, but it's white glue, and hopefully this will work. Yeah, I'm not sure that piece of aluminum is going to be enough, so let's put some bronze on it. And let's see what that does. Alright, if that's successful, next time you see it, it should be hanging on something.